cell reveal. We will be talking about hashtag celebrate today, and the quote that we've been using as inspiration all week is somebody, somewhere, sometime will celebrate you, by Dr. Mike Murrdock. So Lori, take it away, and I can't wait to hear everyone's takeaway from this week.
Awesome. Thank you, Sally, so much for opening up for us tonight. Well, I'm excited to be here with these awesome ladies and getting ready to hear their takeaways on what this meant to them. Miss Nicole, Coach Nicole Connor, I'd love to hear from you.
Well, thanks so much for the opening, Sally. Great job. And thanks so much, Lori, for interviewing tonight. I'm so proud of you, and it's so fun to have you as part of this amazing community. So if you're watching us live, drop down where you're watching us from. If you're watching us on the replay, do a hashtag replay and still tell me where you're watching us from. So my takeaway tonight, and from this amazing quote by Dr. Mike Murrdock, really was a fun way to celebrate pretty much all things positive in my life. And no matter what news came at me this week, no matter what kind of challenges came at me this week, no matter any of those like just things that tried to rob me of my joy, I was able to find ways to celebrate others. I found ways to celebrate just little things, including tacos, Miss Noel, this week, about just about anything that brought me happiness and joy. I put it up on my stories. I shared it with all of you. And so back to you, Lori. It was just a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Kiwi, for this quote. Back to you, Coach.
Sounded like you had a lot of celebration going on there. Thanks, Nicole. Amazing. Let's go next to Miss Sally. Would love to hear how the quote presented for you this week.
Sure, thank you. Well, I think whenever you have an opportunity to acknowledge, praise, and honor other people, that you need to take advantage of that. You know, life is short, and we need to take just little moments of our day to acknowledge. And just like Nicole said, you know, when we have some obstacles, we can either react to them and really dwell in those, or we can kind of respond more favorably and find the lesson in those obstacles and celebrate those. And it makes a huge difference in our mindset when we can celebrate those small wins. Back to you, Lori.
Absolutely, Sally, absolutely. Boy, I can totally relate with all that. Thank you so much. I would love to hear from Miss Coach Kiwi tonight. I would celebrate for you.
Yeah, I can't wait to share. I picked the quote out because I love Dr. Mike Murrdock. It comes from this book, The Assignment. In my book, it's on page 35. And I just want to kind of highlight where this quote come from out of this book, if I can. The title here says, your assignment will take you where you are celebrated instead of tolerated. So if you read further, what this means and what Dr. Mike's trying to share is that so many times we try to plant seeds in non-fertile ground. We try to make someone believe in us that don't believe in us. We try to convince someone to buy from us who don't want to buy from us or even be around us. Sometimes we feel like we're spinning our wheels. We're trying to get people to like us who just won't like us. So if we can celebrate and plant seeds in fertile ground and know where we're going, our assignment, then someone is going to celebrate you. And I always attribute that to what, you know, we're putting out in the universe as well. So if we are celebrating people like Sally talked about, like Nicole talked about, even when we have bad days, it doesn't matter. When we celebrate others, that is going to come back to us somewhere. So it may not come back from that person, but it's going to come back from somewhere because it's what we're putting out. And I love it. I love celebrating people. I love how we can do that. I love how God allowed that as a law, that we can go succeed anywhere in life if we just honor other people. So I've implemented that in every social media strategy I train on here at Story Cell. That is what we're all about, is breaking the internet with positivity by celebrating people. So I love it. I love the quote. I love everything about the class. I love this community, what we're all doing together here on our lives. And I'm just truly honored and blessed to be here. So back to you, Lori.
Oh, that was so beautiful. It's just like a whole bunch of love going out there. Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Now I would love to hear from Miss Shauna. Hi, I don't know that I know you, so welcome.
Hi, thank you. I'm so excited to be here with all you ladies. I'm just loving the class and loving all the quotes. So I really liked #celebrate. Like everybody else said, it just kind of gives us a reason to celebrate every little thing, turn the negatives into the positives. And to me, it's very much a mindset thing. You can easily look at something as bad, or you can look at it as something to celebrate. And so this week, it just really made me look at everything, like things that I might have normally taken as something negative, and I turned it around to be something positive that I was able to celebrate. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you for picking it, Kibi. And so I'm glad to be here. Thank you, ladies. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. So, Miss Noel, you're going to take us on home here. Bring it on, girl.
Right on. Thank you. Awesome. Well, so I had an opportunity to speak about this quote before, and then Kibi read a little bit more of the passage from the book that it came from, so that expanded it. And of course, my book's right here. I should have done that myself, but didn't get into that yet. But what it made me think is about thinking bigger. And I know Nicole has talked about this, and this is certainly a theme with Kibi. And that doesn't mean that, in today's age, we just want more followers or more friends or something like that. It's really not about the actual number. It's just how many people you can impact. So we study Danny Johnson in Success Through Scripture. I watch I think she might not be Dr. Joyce Myers in the morning, and she always has these large crowds of people, and she's worked to get there. And my husband loves performing in front of large crowds, but me, I shrink. I'm great on video, but like large crowds, I just get dizzy and lose my train of thought. So I guess I never had that idea for myself, but if we're thinking small, if we're staying small, then how can our message go out and impact more people? So that's really more about the quote than #celebrate, but I will bring things that I heard from everybody else on that. I love that Nicole said all things joy, including tacos. And then next was Sally, and it was acknowledging others and finding lessons in obstacles and then celebrating small wins. Now, Kibi, I wrote a lot because she said a lot. Your assignment will take you where you're celebrated, not tolerated. So, maybe if you're in a situation where you're just hoping to be tolerated, you might want to go find one where you're in fact celebrated. Knowing we need to know our assignment to succeed at it, and we can succeed most by honoring other people, and that's really our message here too. And Shauna talked about mindset, turning it around from a negative to a positive. And I think I saw in one of her stories this week, she was celebrating a new calf or a new baby lamb. Was that you? Yeah. So I'm sorry, I don't remember. I know somebody else had baby goats in theirs. So, but just celebrating that, these miracles really that she gets to experience by seeing that where she lives and works every day. So great takeaways for the quote for everybody. And I'm going to turn it back to you, Lori. You can say the final closeout. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Well, this was wonderful. Just honored to be with all of you. And those that are watching, please drop down where you're watching from, you're listening from, you're connecting with us, and connect in stories. It's an amazing way to present yourself, and you'll get to learn so much. Oh my gosh, and you get to be with all of us, right? So somebody, somewhere, sometime will celebrate you. Celebrate was our word, Dr. Mike. So back to you, Coach Nicole.
All right, everyone. Have a great night. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Lori killed it.
I know.